Hello, this is Saturnly, and welcome to another video. If you watched the last video I posted, I went through and made, or attempted to make, the Taylor Swift Lover Dollhouse in The Sims, and that's what that was. As you can see, it just looks like I'm kind of destroying it at the moment. But in that video, I mentioned that I wanted to attempt to make it functional for The Sims because the one I had created definitely was not. And I thought it might be cool to actually be able to play with it in The Sims. So this was just me starting to get a base down. This house was a mess, and in no means did it end up perfect and pretty. As you can probably see literally from the thumbnail of this video, the house is not pretty in the end. The windows still don't match. It's still like a big rectangle, but it's functional and Sims could live in it. So if you wanted your Sims to live in the Taylor Swift Lover Dollhouse, they could. I did change up some stuff a good bit. I didn't change any of the wallpapers or flooring or lighting from the original rooms that I created. I changed some of the sizes and added some walls and switched several of the living areas into bedrooms because it was a lot of couches and living areas. Some of this house does not look functional, I will say, but I did go through, and you'll see it at the end, I did go through and at least most of it is functional. The things I tested, the Sim can get to the top floor and back down and get around perfectly. So they can live in it at this point. I'm not sure if you'd want to play in this. I think it's cool. I think another cool idea would be to take these different rooms and put them all on 1 or 2 floor rather than the 4 floors that it is right now, and take it another step forward and take it from dollhouse to functional and then functional to pretty, because right now it's not. I mean, it's better, but it's not the prettiest house that you've ever seen. First thing that made it not functional in the beginning was that there were not staircases to get to the second floor. And the staircases and ladders that were on the second and third floor were not functional, and you could not use them at all. This build was definitely a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely a challenge. Definitely got me to get creative and use different things that I typically wouldn't use in a build just like the last one. I was going to make another Let's Play today, but it's Taylor Swift's birthday. It is December 13th, and so I figured we have to continue on our Taylor Swift building challenges. So, yeah, definitely super fun. As I was saying before I distracted myself, it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of, yeah, this looks cute, and then I go back and change it and kind of think like, originally my idea was that was going to be a big kitchen, since the house didn't have a kitchen, but instead decided to put a bathroom and a kitchen down there so that, once again, your Sims don't have to run to the 3rd floor to use the bathroom. So there are 2 bathrooms in this house. By the end, the giant bathroom that was originally there, and then a smaller half bath on this 1st floor. And then I changed it from having 1 bedroom, if you remember, it was just that bright pink bedroom, and I changed the orange and red room to also be bedrooms, keeping the same theme, but adding beds, basically. yeah, so I wanted this first little area to just be very simple. I didn't want to try and create a whole new theme to go in this room. Um, I threw in a little like apartment style kitchen basically. It's so small. I did end up getting rid of that piano because it was just in the way. But I thought once you kind of situated everything, it was cute, you know. I did like the setup of the big dining room and the setup of the living room. I think it definitely was furniture I wouldn't have put originally into these rooms that then ended up looking cute. And so I did leave them to the most part. As I've said, the middle two rooms, like the two rooms on the second floor, and then that bathroom upstairs are probably the ones that got the most change because, sorry, I don't know why I keep yawning. It's only 4 p.m. and I'm yawning like crazy. Whew. I guess because I worked early this morning, but it wasn't. Anyway, now I've gone off on a whole different story. But anyway, back to this, if I can keep myself from yawning. Yeah, it was fun to play around with stuff. It was fun to try and create a very small kitchen. I went and did a bunch of different things with this kitchen, trying to get it to fit in such a weird space. With the 3 doors, 1 door on each wall, and then only half of a wall on the other side, it was very hard to fit a full kitchen. And so I did kind of put the fridge on the other side and the sink on the other side. And then once I tried to make it like a wraparound counter right here and just see if I could kind of make it look bigger, but that just made the whole room feel so cramped. So I did take that out, and then I decided just to add a little island in the center, and it's just 2 counters, and I thought it was super cute. I really like those countertops. As you can see, I used this one, and I thought it was super cute. And I know a lot of people have them like on wheels, so I kind of imagine maybe it's one of those that are on wheels and they can move it around however they want, maybe even pull out stools if they need to kind of convert it into a smaller place to eat rather than that huge dining room table. And then I went through and just added some little things to make it look like it's a little lived in. So next I moved on to this little bathroom, and it's really simple. It's just a toilet and a sink and a carpet. It's a functional bathroom. That's like word of the day. Like, count how many times I say functional and put it in the comments because I'm sure it's too many times. But like, what's another word I could use? I think that's just really appropriate to the challenge I'm doing here. Oh, I paused again. Well, that's the first time I've paused today, I guess. I definitely got distracted. I think the podcast I was listening to ended, so I had to go and find something else to turn on. I also had my cats on my lap, and they always want to be a part of the video, so they always have to have their moment meowing or trying to step on the keyboard. Oh, now they're literally looking at me right now like, yeah, this is our channel. We want to be a big part of it. Maybe one day I'll have to put pictures of them in a video or something. They're super cute, but yeah, they like to be mischievous while I'm trying to make a video. At this point, I decided I wanted to switch the doors around, which once you go into the house, they're kind of like a cream door when the rest is white. Also, I don't know how I didn't realize those light fixtures right there. Once once I do the tour at the end, you can see I missed multiple walls, painting them, and I missed moving a couple light fixtures. I did immediately go back through and fix it. I even recorded it, but I didn't save that footage. I'm not gonna make y'all sit through that. But yeah, like how you can see that light post, I moved it. I didn't move the other side though. Okay. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I did go ahead and go through and change it right after so that the house is not weird. I also have posted this on the gallery if you'd like to play for it yourself. I do have a little clip at the end of this video to show you my gallery and how you could get to it in The Sims so you can see all the stuff I have made. But yeah, so this was me I originally wanted to create a study in this room and just make it into an office. But it was a little too big to just be an office. So as you can see right there, I replaced the white chair with a white bed. I really liked the pop of white in this room. I think it matches the picture well and also just looks cute in general. I think this room is one of my favorites. I typically am not a big orange fan, and I'm not a fan of these wallpapers either, but I think it's cute, and I like how it almost looks like a hotel room because you have the little bed and a little table with chairs and a desk and some shelving. But yeah, this one is very red, which it's a little odd to have like the couch sitting looking at the bed. But I was trying to keep that couch in the room but also make it into a bedroom. This room may be one of my least favorites. I just couldn't figure out what to do with it necessarily. It's just so red and the furniture is, yeah, it's just interesting. I wanted to create like a little living area in the bedroom, so it's not so blocky almost. I don't know. It doesn't look like a bedroom, but it does. I don't know. I feel like the fireplace was in a weird spot compared to like the couch, but also I don't know how else I could have done that. So up here I decided to change out I was fixing the staircase first, but I decided to change out the little closet I had with one of these big closets. I felt like that made more sense. It may not be as pleasing visually, but I think functionally it definitely would work better. And I also put that little shoe tower there, which I thought was cute, and then added a railing because staircases without railings scare me. Actually, I haven't added railings to any of my staircases. I mean walls at the top of the stairs, but now I freaked myself out more. But anyway, so this was me trying to figure out what to do with this giant bathroom, because it's giant for just a sink and a tub. And I knew I had to fix it. So I came up with the idea of adding a wall right there. And I probably take it out and add it back in several times. And in that wall, I separate it into 2 rooms and create a little shower and a toilet, like a bathroom. Which, the whole thing is bathroom. But like a separate room for the toilet. That way, you have this big grand bath area and then a separate little shower and then a separate little toilet, which I think is cute. I also don't typically use many countertops in my bathroom, which like everyone has not everyone I guess, but counters are like pretty typical to have in a bathroom. So I don't know, but I added counters to the bathroom. So yeah, and I also added them into the little shower, which I think looks really cute. This was me trying to find a rug As you can see, it was quite the struggle, but I eventually just ended up with the blue one. So here I divided it. It is uneven, but that's okay. I went ahead and repainted the walls and added in the doors. And yeah, so that side is just literally just like a toilet. And then I put in some shelving units on the sides to make it not look so empty and weird. It still doesn't look super great, but I did add toilet paper, so I consider it a win. And then I haven't used these little shower heads much, or at all, but I thought, why not? It's a really big shower room. So then I added those counters right there, like I had mentioned, and put some like little towels and a plant on top, just to make it a little more homey and lived in, as I've said. And that was the bathroom, which it's really big and empty, but also I think it's kind of cool. And then this pink bedroom was hard because I wanted it to be, as it is, pink, and I wanted it to be girly and, really pretty and everything, but it was hard to fill the space and fill it with things that would be in this type of bedroom. Typically I would base it off The Sims. This would be more of like a girly girl bedroom or whatever. And so typically, if they're a high school student, then they would have this on their desk. But if they're a little girl, they'd have toys. So it was, I guess this is based off of Taylor Swift, but making it into kind of a bedroom for anyone was definitely more of a challenge for me. And just trying to make it, without having an age, which I could have just made up an age in my head, but oh well. I then went through and added some more lights, and then we were up into the attic, which I think is really cool. I don't typically do rooms like this. I don't do little like movie theaters, but I thought this was really cool. And so I had the big movie screen, and then I put a big couch in there and a little side chair, and then the empty walls I put bookshelves all over. And I thought that was really cool. I also came up with the idea that I wanted a little popcorn ice cream, like snack bar on the side. So I put the popcorn machine and the ice cream machine on some counters on the wall beside it, so you don't have to go down to the first floor if you want snacks for during your movie. These bookshelves worked really well when I stacked them together, so that was nice. And I thought they were super pretty and really dark and really just matched the whole thing. I also added a sink because that's okay. And I wanted to add movie posters and couldn't find exactly what I wanted, but I thought that one was really cool and just looked really neat in the space. It's definitely, bonus room kind of, but I definitely think that's probably my favorite room of the house. I just think it's so pretty and so cool. And so then I went through and tried to work on the exterior of the house, which I didn't get very far because, as you can see, the windows on the back are very mismatched. So I wanted to add some more windows to the front of the house, but also not all the same windows because they're crazy. Especially the two middle bedrooms windows, they're just a lot. I'm not sure why this house has decorations on it, but I think it's kind of cute. But yeah, I just added a couple windows to the front. It's still like dollhouse looking. I added a little bit to the back. So it's like dollhouse, but with a little bit of an extension. But as I have mentioned, it wasn't necessarily the point of this video to make it the prettiest house in the neighborhood, but more just taking it for what it is and making it functional. A good challenge. And yeah, so that's what I did. And that is the house. And I did check the price and it wasn't that much. So here I am going through and testing some stuff, which she just was not having. So I did go through and make sure she could get to the different rooms. I could cut this out, but I think it's kind of cute to watch her run all around in this little house. And you can see that she can sit at the chairs. She can, get to the bathroom. She was hungry, but she can get up the ladder and into the shower, and then she can get all the way back out. So I didn't test every single thing in this house, but I did for the most part. So here it is in live view. And as if you haven't already seen it, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a tour as if we are walking through the house. I guess it's decorated for Valentine's Day. Lover lights. So cute. This is the basic kitchen. Looks like an apartment style kitchen, a new home. Just very simple, not like the rest of the house. The red doors, very fun compared to the white ones. Here is the living room. Very green, but keeps the essence of the dollhouse. I should have added blinds, I think, there, but I kind of like the light coming in one side. Yeah, that's the green living room. Straight through the kitchen, you walk into the dining room, which is this beautiful blue giant table. You can have all your friends over, and it's a big size, but I think it's really cool and definitely takes its space well. Going back through the kitchen, which once again is just simple, you go to the little half bath, and it's once again very new home, very apartment style. And then you can go up the stairs or down them. Not really though. Up the stairs to this wallpaper, which is kind of a lot when you look at it. And you got, just plants and a table. I did realize, like I mentioned, I forgot to paint that wall, and there's a light fixture in the middle of this door, which I was like, how did that get there? Here is the red bedroom. Very simple. It's got the fireplace. It's got the chair. Through the other side is the orange bedroom, which I just think is very cozy. It's got a desk, the bed, the shelves, a little guitar, and the table and chairs. I also really like the windows in this room, even though it doesn't match any of the other rooms. Going up the stairs again, I didn't paint that wall either, but I did go back and fix it. You have the closet, and then you have the bathroom, and I started moving faster at this point, and I couldn't tell what was happening. But anyway, yes. So then you have the little walk-in shower, and I love that little wall. I don't know why, I just think it's cute. And then through here is just the toilet and some little cupboards. Going through the other way is the pink bedroom. The red curtains kind of throw it off, but I think it's cute. I like how pink it is and just cute. And then up the ladder, I go straight through the roof, but come back down, is the attic, which is my favorite. I think it's so cool. I love the darkness of it. And it'd be great to watch movies. So, like I said, here is my gallery profile, and I hope you enjoyed.